If your goal is to eat healthier and protect your family from harmful chemicals, you've probably already tried buying everything organic, spending double your grocery budget, or obsessing over the dirty dozen list every time you shop. And I bet you've been told that organic is always better, that it's worth any price, and that conventional food is basically poison, right? Well, I'm about to share some shocking research that will completely change how you think about organic versus conventional foods. After analyzing over 240 peer-reviewed studies and spending 3 years investigating the actual science, I'm going to show you exactly when organic is worth your money and when it's just expensive marketing. I'm going to give you a science-based system that'll help you make smarter food choices without breaking the bank. Here's the truth nobody wants to tell you. There's one specific approach to organic versus conventional that's probably perfect for your health goals and budget, and it has nothing to do with what the organic industry wants you to believe. Now, before you think I'm here to bash organic foods or defend big agriculture, let me share what the research actually shows. Studies published in the Journal of Agricultural and Food Chemistry reveal that the nutritional differences between organic and conventional foods are far more complex than anyone's been telling you. Food scientists have found that while organic foods do contain fewer synthetic pesticide residues, the health impact of those residues at the levels found in conventional food is virtually undetectable in long-term health outcomes. We're talking about differences measured in parts per billion, levels so small that you'd get more exposure to natural toxins from a single cup of coffee than from a year's worth of conventional strawberries. Here's the 80-20 principle that changed everything for me. It's not about organic versus conventional across the board. It's about understanding which specific foods show meaningful differences and which ones don't. The latest research shows that for about 80% of your food choices, the organic premium isn't delivering measurable health benefits. Contrary to what health influencers tell you, a consistent diet rich in fruits and vegetables, whether organic or conventional, beats a limited diet of expensive organic foods that you can't afford to eat regularly. First method is the scientific evidence approach. Instead of following marketing claims or fear-based lists, this method uses peer-reviewed research to identify where organic foods show actual, measurable health benefits versus where they don't. A 2012 Stanford University meta-analysis of 223 studies found that organic foods are not significantly more nutritious than conventional foods. But here's what they did find. Organic foods contain 30% lower levels of pesticide residues. However, both organic and conventional foods were well below EPA safety thresholds. This approach is perfect for you if you want to make evidence-based decisions, you're comfortable reading research, or you're tired of conflicting health advice. You're someone who wants facts, not fear-mongering. Focus your organic budget on foods where research shows the biggest differences. For example, organic strawberries do show significantly lower pesticide residues, but organic bananas show virtually no difference from conventional because the thick peel protects the fruit. Subscribe to peer-reviewed nutrition journal summaries. PubMed sends free alerts for new organic food research. Don't rely on industry-funded studies from either side. Look for independent university research. Honest pros and cons. Pros: decision-making based on solid evidence, cost-effective choices, less anxiety about food safety. Cons: research can be complex to interpret. Findings sometimes contradict popular beliefs, requires more initial time investment. Second method is the strategic budget approach. This method recognizes that most people can't afford to buy everything organic, so it prioritizes your organic spending where it might matter most while saving money on foods where conventional is fine. Spend your organic dollars on foods you eat most frequently and in largest quantities. If you eat apples every day, organic apples might be worth it. If you eat strawberries twice a year, save your money on conventional. This approach is perfect for you if you're on a budget but want to minimize potential risks. you eat certain foods very frequently, or you want the peace of mind that comes with organic without the financial stress. Track what you actually eat for 2 weeks. Identify your top 10 most frequently consumed fruits and vegetables. Compare the cost difference between organic and conventional for these items. Allocate your organic budget to the foods where you get the most exposure. Sarah, a 65-year-old retiree, discovered she ate spinach in her smoothie every single day, but only bought berries twice a month. She switched to organic spinach and stayed with conventional berries, saving $40 monthly while focusing her organic investment where it mattered most for her diet. Use apps like Dirty Dozen and Clean 15 as starting points, but customize based on your actual eating patterns. A food that's on the dirty list doesn't matter if you never eat it. Honestly, there are pros and cons. Pros are to maximize health benefit per dollar spent, reduces decision fatigue, personally customized approach. Cons are to require tracking your eating habits, might miss some foods you eat seasonally, needs periodic reassessment. Third method is the contamination minimization technique. This approach focuses specifically on minimizing exposure to the pesticide residues and contaminants, where research shows the biggest differences between organic and conventional. Environmental Working Group analysis shows that some conventional produce contains up to 230 different pesticide residues. However, toxicology studies reveal that 99.99% of pesticide residues in food are natural pesticides produced by plants themselves, not synthetic ones. This technique is ideal for you if you're concerned about chemical exposure, you have young grandchildren you cook for regularly, or you have health conditions that make you more sensitive to environmental toxins. Prioritize organic for the absorption vegetables, leafy greens, soft fruits, and thin-skinned produce that can't be effectively washed. Save money on protected foods, thick-skinned fruits, root vegetables you peel, and foods where processing removes residues. Washing conventional produce with a baking soda solution, 1 teaspoon per cup of water, removes up to 96% of surface pesticide residues. This simple technique can make conventional produce nearly equivalent to organic for surface contamination. Practical application examples. Always buy organic, spinach, kale, strawberries, apples, if eating the peel. Conventional is fine. Bananas, oranges, potatoes, if peeling, frozen corn. Your choice based on budget, tomatoes, carrots, broccoli. Washing removes most residues. Learn proper washing techniques for conventional produce. Invest in a good vegetable brush. Soak leafy greens for 2 minutes in salt water to remove more residues than plain water. Honest assessment, pros, reduces exposure to synthetic chemicals, cost-effective risk reduction, practical and actionable. Cons, still requires some organic purchases, washing techniques take extra time, may not address all health concerns. Fourth method is the nutritional optimization approach. Recent research shows that some organic foods do contain higher levels of certain beneficial compounds, but not always the ones you'd expect. This approach targets those specific nutritional advantages. Organic tomatoes contain 55% more vitamin C and 139% more total phenolic compounds than conventional tomatoes. However, organic carrots show no significant nutritional differences from conventional ones. It's not about organic being universally better. It's about specific crops showing specific benefits. This approach suits you perfectly if you're focused on maximizing nutritional density. You have specific health goals like heart disease prevention or immune system support, or you view food as medicine and want every advantage. Organic dairy products contain 50% more omega-3 fatty acids than conventional. Organic meat has better fatty acid profiles. Organic berries show higher antioxidant levels in some studies. Focus your organic budget on these nutritionally distinct categories. Identify your primary health goals. Research which nutrients support those goals. Find which organic foods show significantly higher levels of those specific nutrients. Budget accordingly. Margaret, age 68, was focused on brain health after her mother's dementia diagnosis. She researched omega-3s and antioxidants, then switched to organic grass-fed dairy and organic blueberries while keeping everything else conventional. Her nutritional testing showed improved omega-3 levels within 3 months. Combine organic choices with preparation methods that maximize nutrient absorption. Eat organic tomatoes with healthy fats to increase lycopene absorption. Choose organic berries when they're in season for peak antioxidant content. Pros are as below. Target specific health benefits, science-based approach, can show measurable improvements in nutritional status. Cons are as below. More expensive overall, requires research and planning. Nutritional benefits may be modest for healthy individuals. Fifth method is the practical compromise strategy. This approach recognizes that perfect is the enemy of good. It combines conventional and organic foods strategically to maximize health, while maintaining budget sanity and food enjoyment. Buy organic for foods that are hard to wash effectively. Conventionally grown foods for everything else. Focus on eating more fruits and vegetables overall rather than stressing about organic versus conventional for every single item. This strategy is perfect for you if you want some organic foods but can't afford everything organic, you're feeding multiple people with different preferences, or you want a simple system that doesn't require constant decision-making. Simple implementation rules are as below. Organic rule. If it's soft-skinned and you eat the peel, consider organic conventional rule. If it has thick skin you remove, conventional is fine. Budget rule. Never let organic prices prevent you from eating fruits and vegetables. Frequency rule. Foods you eat daily deserve organic consideration. Occasional foods don't stop obsessing over every food choice. Focus on the big picture of eating more plant foods. Remember that the health benefits of eating fruits and vegetables far outweigh any potential risks from pesticide residues. Make a list of 5 to 7 organic priority items based on your budget and preferences. Everything else can be conventional. Adjust the list seasonally based on prices and availability. Track your monthly grocery spending and your fruit-vegetable consumption. Success means maintaining or increasing your produce intake while staying within your budget, regardless of the organic-conventional mix. Pros are as below. Reduces decision fatigue, maintains budget flexibility, eliminates food anxiety. Cons are as below. May not minimize chemical exposure as much as possible, requires some compromise on ideals. Sixth method is the environmental impact approach. Some people choose organic primarily for environmental reasons, rather than personal health. This approach weighs the environmental benefits against the costs and helps you make choices aligned with your values. Organic farming uses 45% less energy and produces 40% fewer greenhouse gas emissions than conventional farming. However, organic farming also requires 33% more land to produce the same amount of food. It's a complex environmental equation. This approach resonates with you if you're concerned about environmental sustainability, you want to support farming practices that protect soil and water, or you're thinking about the planet you're leaving for your grandchildren. Prioritize organic for foods that require heavy pesticide use in conventional farming, like strawberries and spinach. Choose conventional for foods that naturally resist pests and require fewer interventions, like sweet potatoes and cabbage. Sometimes locally grown conventional food has a smaller environmental footprint than organic food shipped from across the country. Consider farmers markets and local producers who may use sustainable practices without organic certification. Support organic grains and legumes when possible. These crops benefit soil health significantly. Choose organic coffee and chocolate, since these are often grown in environmentally sensitive areas. Consider conventional produce for bulky, low-value crops like potatoes and onions. Measure success by alignment with your environmental values rather than just health outcomes. Keep a simple journal of your organic choices and their environmental impact to stay motivated. Pros are as below. Supports sustainable agriculture, reduces environmental chemical load, aligns spending with values. Cons are as below. May cost more than health benefits justify. Environmental benefits are sometimes debated, can be complex to evaluate. About organic foods are always more nutritious. The research is clear. This simply isn't true across the board. While some organic foods show higher levels of certain nutrients, the differences are often small and inconsistent. A Stanford review of 240 studies found no strong evidence that organic foods are significantly more nutritious than conventional foods. About pesticide residues on conventional food are dangerous. The dosage makes the poison. The pesticide residues found on conventional produce are typically 100 to 1,000 times below levels that could cause health problems. You'd need to eat 340 pounds of strawberries daily to reach the lowest level that might cause concern. About organic means no chemicals. Organic farmers can use over 40 different pesticides approved for organic farming. These are natural or naturally derived, but natural doesn't automatically mean safer. Rotenone, once approved for organic use, was more toxic than many synthetic pesticides. About the Dirty Dozen list is scientifically accurate. The Environmental Working Group's Dirty Dozen list is based on pesticide residue detection, not health risk assessment. Many toxicologists argue this creates unnecessary fear about foods that are perfectly safe to eat. For organic food tastes better, taste is subjective and often influenced by expectations. Blind taste tests show mixed results, with freshness and variety having more impact on taste than organic versus conventional growing methods. For children are more vulnerable to pesticides, while children do process chemicals differently than adults. The pesticide residue levels in conventional food are set with extra safety margins that account for children's vulnerability. The health benefits of eating more fruits and vegetables outweigh potential risks for children. Organic foods cost an average of 47% more than conventional foods. For a family spending $150 weekly on groceries, going fully organic would increase costs to $220 weekly. That's an extra $3,640 annually. If you spend your organic premium on just 10 high-priority items, you might increase your grocery bill by only 15 to 20%. This targeted approach gives you most of the potential benefits at a fraction of the cost. Money spent on organic premiums could alternatively be used for gym memberships, stress reduction activities, or other health investments that might have larger impacts on your overall well-being. Calculate the cost per serving difference between organic and conventional for foods you eat regularly. Sometimes the difference is only 25 to 50 cents per serving, which might be worth it for your peace of mind. Other times it's 2 to 3 per serving, which might not be justifiable. Long-term sustainability tips are below. Review your strategy seasonally when prices and availability change. Don't let perfect be the enemy of good. Eating more fruits and vegetables matters more than their growing method. Stay informed about new research, but don't change your entire approach for every new study. Consider your total health picture. Stress about food choices can be worse than pesticide residues. Some seniors take medications that affect how their bodies process chemicals. If you're on multiple medications, discuss organic versus conventional choices with your pharmacist or doctor. Many seniors live on fixed incomes where every dollar matters. Focus organic spending on foods you eat most frequently rather than trying to buy everything organic. While some claim organic foods support immune function better, the research doesn't strongly support this. A varied diet rich in fruits and vegetables, regardless of growing method, is more important for immune health. Some older adults find organic foods easier to digest, though this is likely due to freshness and quality rather than the absence of pesticides. If you notice digestive differences, trust your body's response. Here's what I want you to take away from today. The organic versus conventional debate isn't black and white. The science shows that both can be part of a healthy diet, and your personal choice should be based on your budget, your values, and your individual health situation. The most important thing isn't whether you choose organic or conventional. It's that you're eating plenty of fruits and vegetables. Don't let the perfect organic diet prevent you from eating the good conventional diet you can actually afford. Think about your current grocery budget, your health priorities, and what gives you peace of mind. The best approach is the one you can stick with long term while still enjoying your food and maintaining your health. If you want me to dive deeper into specific foods, like whether organic meat is worth the cost or the truth about organic versus conventional dairy, hit that subscribe button and let me know in the comments which topic you want me to tackle next. And remember, always consult with your healthcare provider about your specific dietary needs, especially if you have health conditions or take medications that might be affected by your food choices. What I'm sharing here is general information based on current research, not personalized medical advice. What's your biggest question about organic versus conventional foods after today's video? Are you planning to change anything about how you shop? Drop your thoughts in the comments. I read every single one, and your questions help me create better content for everyone trying to make sense of these confusing food choices.